Hello and welcome to the replay. I am excited to be doing my Club Couture project here. And the Club Couture is something where you can subscribe to it, and for $19.99 a month you get a transfer and 3 chalk pastes, the directions on how to do it, and you get to create something new every single time. This is exclusive to Club Couture members, and we as designers get to do it so that we can show it off, explain how we design it and whatnot. Otherwise, you cannot get it. It is exclusive. I am so sorry about my janky lighting today. My outlet started on fire that my light is plugged into, so we're working with flashlights here. All my windows are open, but it is still dark in here because it's quiet time for the kids. Hence the nighttime spa music there. They are all laid down and sleeping. Alright, so this month's Club Couture, if you sign up this month, you will get happy holidays. And I was hoping that this whole thing will fit on here, and I think it will just barely. This is a board that we no longer carry. It's magnetic and reversible. I have a few of these left here in my stock that I am selling. But these are really neat, and the reason I chose this round one for this is because this hole here is going to allow me to loop it right into a wreath, and it's going to fit nicely inside of this wreath here and hang on my door. And so I thought, why not happy holidays? So because this is a metal surface, my transfer is really going to stick to it super well, and I don't want that to happen, so I am going to fuzz it up. This is my well-loved fuzzing cloth here. One of the first things I do when I take a transfer out of the package, if I can get it out of the package, there we go, is right on the back. You do not want to accidentally affix the transfer to the wrong side because it will be very hard to release. So I'm just going to write happy holidays so I know what goes there. Oh, I think I just spelled it wrong. No, I didn't. Okay, good. I just got over strep throat and being really, really sick, so I don't trust myself now. Okay, so like I said, these are very, very sticky transfers that can be used over and over again. And because they are so sticky, I'm just releasing some of that adhesive. I'm grabbing some of the fibers on here. That way when I pull this up, I'm not going to stretch the silk screen here, but it'll release easier from my surface. And knowing that this hole here is the top of my design, and knowing how I like everything to look, yeah, I think that's weird having the words diagonal, so I'm going to go straight across here, side to side. And I'm going to press down to make sure each and every single little teal piece here is adhesed to the surface and that there are no air bubbles. I think that did pretty well. Alright, so now for my colors, I think I'm going to be using a poppy and an orange, I had packed up for the pumpkin festival, which did not happen. Let me see if I can get it out of my case here. Yeah, as soon as we got back, I should have done a better job unpacking, but we were so worried about everything because it was just soaked. Let's see. Maybe more of those colors combined. This is a papaya. And how about we do like a shimmery copper or gold for the brown part of the acorn. Move this out of the way here. All right. This mat down here is so amazing. Our transfers don't stick to it because of the texture to it. So normally if you were doing this on a desk, the corners here would be grabbing on and driving you nuts. But I love how Chalk Couture comes up with wonderful things that help us do our job easier and protect our product. Okay, so this is a shimmer copper, and you probably can't tell because the lighting is so bad, but it is gorgeous. I will take a picture outside and post it in the comments so everyone can see how beautiful this is. And then I'm just going to take my squeegee, and I probably put too much on there, but that's okay because I can scrape off all the excess and put it back into the jar to use later. It doesn't take much to get this done. I'm really excited to see how the shimmer is going to look in the light. And come up with some beautiful shimmer colors. We've got a shimmer red that I'm pretty excited to put on my Christmas projects. My pastor's wife was showing me her ruby red slipper nails, and they were sparkly too, and I was like, hey, that reminds me of my chalk. Got a one-track mind here. Chalk, 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 chalk. But I suppose it's good to love what you do, so. All right, I'm just going to lift this a little bit so that it doesn't dry in the silk screen, especially with those metallic flakes in there. And then I'm going to let it just drop right back down. I'm going to go through here and make sure I'm sealed up there. I don't want to have anything leaking. River, please don't do that. All right, so the reason I'm using two different colors is because I think they give you red and orange in your Club Couture. I can't remember what colors. You get red, orange, and one other color. You know, your fall colors. And they kind of do a streaky technique with it. And so that's what I was going to show you. Another stir stick here. Oh, there was one right there and I didn't see it. Each of these has a different consistency just because they are naturally pigmented and organic, and so they get the natural pigments from different places. So I like to stir them till they get to close to the same consistency. Some of them start out really thick and some of them start out runny. There we go. All three stirred and ready. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the papaya and alternate through here. And then I'm going to take a larger squeegee and just pull those colors through. All the way to the end. And if I need to go back and grab some more, I can always do that. And I like to work kind of quickly because chalk does dry. And our chalk, although it goes on wet, it dries hard. And so once you do get something on a surface, it's not going to rub off once it's dry until you're ready to remove it with water. But if you do make a mistake, like here, there, I just accidentally, without any intention, went off my surface, and I will show you how to fix that, how easy it is. And I'm just going through and I'm scraping off all the excess. Before, when I scraped off the excess, I put it back in the jar. I'm not going to do that here because I have mixed. You can see how much extra I have. It's dripping off of there. I'm going to just set that to the side to wash that off. And then we will peel and reveal our happy holidays. And I like to close up my chocolates right away because chalk dries out. Just the life of chalk. Now, if your chalks do dry out, the wonderful thing is a little misting of distilled water and stirring it back up will bring the life back into your chalks. You shouldn't have that problem if you take really good care of them, but should you come across it, you can do that. All right, so now this mess up here, okay? Basically, you can wipe it off if it's still wet, okay? But if it's dry, like that one right there, just take a little squirt of water, rub it off, and it's gone. You don't even notice your mistake. So there's my happy holidays. And normally right now I would dry this up really, really fast so that we can move on to the next step. But like I said, my outlet has melted and our electrician didn't show up yesterday. He's a buddy of ours, so I'm not sure when I will get my electricity back. But what I have decided to do is to take this and some fall colored ribbon instead of doing the twine that it comes with, and I will show you how I'm going to put that together. Try and do it carefully since it's still a little damp. Nice thing I like about this wreath that I have here is, oops, I just did it backwards. No, I didn't. Is that it's very bendy. These are all wires, so I can arrange and move these around however I please. And so that's probably what I'll do a little bit after I tie it together, so that we can completely see my happy holidays. Scissors here. And I'm sure there's probably a prettier way to do this, but since I am working with quiet time and doing this quickly, that is what my wreath will look like, hanging on my door. There you go. Happy holidays, y'all. Get a picture, post it in the comments, and I will also post a link to my store where you can get all of your supplies or become a Club Couture member. Shipping is free on all of our Club Couture products, so that is another wonderful thing about joining. Thanks for joining, guys, and happy chalking!